Mm-hmm. 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 Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day.
And
What the?
every
What
time I hear
the?
that, man, I just want to keep it going a little bit. I need to I created that last week in like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and me and Steven, man, we
Nah.
played the intro and we played it, and then it's bouncing. I think Steven's frozen. Steven is frozen, bro.
Screenshot. I
Steven is
got it.
frozen. You got it? You got him?
Got
Okay,
it.
okay, okay. Got him. Got him.
Damn, that
All right,
intro
all
was
right, all right.
crazy. What
See, I like
the?
that.
I was like, wait
Yeah,
a minute. What the?
bro. The power of Canva. The
That was
power of
Canva?
Canva. Yeah, well, it was the countdown timer is an overlay on top of the sparkly thingies making the circle.
Yeah.
And then I just took the off the clock picture and just moved it into a fade, threw my music over the top of it, and called it a day. That was it.
Us graphic designers are cooked, bro.
Yeah, well,
Jesus.
listen, listen, Canva just let me put it all together. I was the creative genius behind it. Okay, that's all I'm going to say.
And then
I was
start
the
working
creative
for Canva.
genius. All right,
Uh-huh.
let me get a quick roll call. Quick roll call. Antonio, half amazing in the building. Accounting Tom, what's up, brother? We are waiting on you when you are able to join us, sir. Mr. DSN, hello, sir.
What's going on?
Scott Robinson, yeah, the show's still on. You're not, but we are. Anyway, all right.
I'm so
Let's see.
dead.
All right, Buddha, and we do have Vinny Musk.
Oh,
He called
Buddha.
me Vinny Musk. Lord have
Vinny
mercy on
Musk.
Vinny Musk. All right, real quick before we get started, I got to take care of something. I know there's a lot of new subscribers over there on the Tesla Rideshare channel. Now, a lot of y'all don't know that I've ran this channel, the Vinny Cuss channel, for 4 years now. And so I include this podcast on the Tesla Rideshare channel because sometimes we're going to be talking about Tesla, we're going to be talking about AI, we're going to be talking about all kinds of things that will eventually tie into that. So, I'm running on both channels there. So you can either, log into one, log into the other, just hit the thumbs up button. That's what I appreciate. I needed to take care of that because a lot of people aren't aware of that. So I just wanted to cover that. Also, with Steven's channels, the Unbroken Driver, he's also on his Tech and Effects channel. So we're running 4 channels there. And then Buddha, I think, is tied in. And anybody who comes on the show, they can go ahead and link up into the stream and broadcast it out to your channel so that your people can see what you're doing other than driving, other than gigging, other than anyway. All right, what's going on? Yes, Thomas, we are live, bro. I don't know where you're at. You're at work. I know you're at work. Making
Instead
that
of
money.
doing some door trash.
Well, hey, listen. I tell you what, I'm going to show you a guy tonight. Dude did $1,100 in 24 hours running delivery gig apps.
People don't understand the power of the gig app for like deliveries, Instacart. Man, those dudes are putting 500-600 a day, bro, doing that. Like,
I'm just saying. I couldn't believe it when he said he did it. You know what? Let me go find him now. I think it's Hustling for $1. I think is the name of his thing. But hold on a second. Let me go find it here. Absolutely unbelievable, bro. I couldn't believe that he went and made $1,100 in one day. Could not believe it. Oh man, I don't even know where it's at. I have to watch later. I have to find him later. Okay. Anyway, Buddha, what's going on, buddy? How we doing?
we're chilling, bro, getting our steps in, uh, getting our steps into a healthier lifestyle for sure. While I'm doing the gig apps, looking to it, you know. The
Well,
joints
I
are
mean,
working now. You know what I'm saying? The joints are now working.
the
They're
joints
putting
are
in
working.
the joints are moving. They got their WD-40. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm kidding.
Well, I mean,
Well,
so what do
what's
you? Because I don't think a lot of people know that I put that challenge out here. I found him. I put that challenge out for you a couple weeks ago, and you
yeah.
have taken it on. If you guys don't, for you guys who don't know and ladies who don't know, I asked Buddha to start doing, uh, take a walk every day, and to take his phone, his camera, just put it up there and record whatever he's thinking. Doesn't matter what it is. If he's thinking about women, that's fine. If he's thinking about food, that's fine. If he's thinking about Tesla, that's fine. If he's thinking about Steven, that's fine. Whatever he's thinking about, to
Steve
put it on
Delicious.
video and put it on video and then post it for 30 straight days. And you know what, Buddha, how's that going, buddy?
Uh, I'm overwhelmed. Uh, that's like the big thing. I'm overwhelmed with. I don't know what YouTube decided to do or give me a break or something, but man, I was just you know what? I got off the phone with my dad, and I was like, Dad, I'll call you later. I'm gonna charge my car. I'm gonna go out for a walk. In that video, I think just hit over 2,000 views,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody in the comment section is on the same path as me, and I'm like super grateful for how everybody's just been on the comments and liking it up and telling me their journeys as well, and you know it's a surreal moment for sure.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, human nature always pulls for the underdog. It's human nature to pull for the underdog on one hand. Another hand is a lot of times when especially with YouTube, man, because there's so many everyday people that do it, right? It's everyday people on YouTube. And when
Hmm.
people can relate to that person they find on YouTube, they can relate to the journey. If they think the person is authentic, they're going to stand behind that person. They're going to get behind that person, and they're going because if you succeed, then people feel like they can succeed.
Oh yeah, you know I was mentioning in those videos that not only you but my sister's the one that pushed me to go walking in the first
Mm-hmm.
place, and now people have kind of seen her in the background, and like everybody's starting to walk with their siblings as well and with their families, and just the comments, like, man, all the comments I get on the channel is it's just overwhelming for me, and I appreciate every single one of them who subscribed and liked and just even viewed the channel, and comment with a little piece of them in there.
Well, at the end of the day, bro, it's on you. You know what I'm saying? And but Buddha, like I said before we started tonight, no matter what, no matter what, whether you record, whether you post, whether you do, you don't, it's indifferent. You got to do
Yeah.
this for you, and don't let nobody try to just deter you off of that.
No, exactly. Yeah.
And if you need a foot in your ass, just give me a call.
Hey, man. You know,
You know
we
what I'm
gotta.
saying? If you need a boot in the butt, I know a guy. I
We
know a
all
guy that
know a
knows a guy.
guy, and that boot comes with steel toes. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I see. How the hell did Monk make it into the chat? How did
What?
he
Oh,
make it?
hello, hello.
Oh
How
my
did Monk
God!
get here?
Here we go. Here we
What's
go.
what's going on, sir?
Uh,
Oh, hold on. Wait a
just
minute. Before I get to Monk, before I get Monk, hold on. This is actually going to take precedence. Okay. I want everybody in the chat, everybody who sees this in the future. Okay. Big shout out to Mr. Scott Robinson. He's got his little one in his hands. He's sitting there
Oh,
with the baby.
yep,
And so hey,
holding the
shout
baby.
out, shout out to Scott, Scotty Too Hottie. That's
the three
awesome, bro.
pump king, bro.
That's awesome, bro. Listen, It's 10 seconds of pleasure for a lifetime of pain. Trust me on this one. I've done it several times over. All right, okay. So, Monk, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Welcome to the show.
Yep.
Are you say something, Monk? You there?
Oh, I'm here. I'm just was seeing if I could rotate my camera so I could see better, but no, it's okay.
Oh,
I'm just driving and trying to get some rides at the same time. I just finished my kind of last delivery.
For, every, for everybody that's out there
Technically, I have one
in the
more.
YouTube verse, Monk is out of California as well, I believe. San Francisco, if I'm not correct. If I'm, am I right, wrong?
But it's nice to finally be here with everybody else.
Okay. Yep.
jeez.
Where are you out of?
We I made some money on Lyft. They sent me $1.15 today, for something. Whether that's 70%, I don't know. I haven't seen the detail yet, but I got an adjustment for $1.15.
Where are you out of, Monk?
Monk can't hear us.
Monk, can you hear us?
Hello.
I don't know.
Uh,
Might have lost connection.
oh, nice.
Yeah, he might have. Okay. Well, anyway, Steven, let me get Super Monk out of there. Steven, what's going on, buddy? How we doing tonight?
Good. I'm not sure if my voice is gonna start guitar heroing, but doing pretty good. Trying to get over to LAX, see if we can catch some more of those long trips going all the way to Palm Springs.
Shut up, bro.
All right. I'm gonna bring up this guy before we get into our questions tonight, because I know people are gonna think I'm crazy, but this dude right here legit pulled off $1,000 in one day. Okay, I have watched this guy's videos plenty of times. If you guys haven't seen him, let me find his face. There he is. Okay, this guy started at like 3 a.m. and ripped it, and just now he's up in Michigan someplace. You guys can see the numbers. He shows the receipts. He's not lying to anybody. He's making it happen. 852, 992, and at the end of the night, he finished at $1,063. So unless he's lying to people, that's hustling, bro. That's hustling. Anyway, all right, flag on his clock. And then we got okay, so Monk, can you hear us now? Are you back with us? Nope.
Thank you, reporter number 5. He has the news lag, if you know what I mean. When they're like, reporter number 5, what's going on here? And then they just stare at the fucking camera for like 10 seconds, like, oh yeah. Damn, bro, I don't know where I'm going.
So for tonight, we're gonna try to keep this to about an hour if we can. First question of the night. I mean, we got Monk, but Monk can't hear us, so I can't help him. First question of the night. You guys ready? Everybody left me. I'm the only one on screen. Have you ever told a friend or a coworker about a new business idea or goal, and their immediate reaction was to make a joke or tell you why it won't work? Why do they do that? In other words, it's a hater check. Steven, we'll start with you.
Who wants to go first?
I'm gonna let Steven go first
Steven?
on this one.
Yeah, I've had some people do that, especially when I was talking about investing and making moves so that my money could work for me. Um, I've heard ignorance like, oh, if you made $1 million, then you have to pay taxes on $1 million. It's like what kind of ridiculous statement is that? But yeah, there's definitely people that are gonna because they believe that they can't make it somewhere. They want to eat. It's like crabs in a bucket. They want to pull you down with them.
Okay. Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. He's Mike. He's just gonna be. It's gonna be a crazy short podcast tonight. I can see it coming now. Monk can't hear us, and Buddha's on mute.
What's up? What's up? I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Have you
What
ever
happened?
have you ever told a friend or a coworker about a new business idea or goal, and their immediate reaction was to make a joke and tell you why it won't work?
1,000% all the time, bro. All the time. They think
And how does it? Why do you think they do that? Why do you think people do
because
that to other
I'm
people?
correct too.
One more
Well,
time,
for
brother. We
me,
didn't hear that.
they do it because I have a bad track record of actions speak louder than words. Opposite way.
So you think people say that to you because you haven't followed through on other stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, follow through. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I had somebody, a really good friend of mine, tell me my follow through game sucked. So I can understand and respect that. But still, people have a tendency when they're afraid to do something or they didn't think about it. We got a guy. I got a guy down here. I haven't
Yeah.
spoken to him in a while because I got tired of messing with him. But every time I'd put something out on video, he'd always have something negative to say. Just doesn't matter what it is. Instead of just if you're not feeling what I'm saying or what I'm producing or what I'm just it's simple. Just shut the fuck up and walk away. Go about your business. But the fact that they want to stay there and antagonize you and shit like that, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand why people do that to other people.
I
Steven
mean,
wants to get into the black card game. I'm behind him 100%. Whatever I can do. Buddha, you said something about fashion design and logo design. I'm 100% behind you.
yeah. But the thing is, it's like I think a couple of weeks ago you mentioned that, or somebody mentioned something about something similar to this, or what does your family think or whatever. I was
That was the
telling
first week I asked
Steve.
about that.
I think Steven, I told Steven earlier today that, I would love to get into the black card game just because I know how to talk to people. I think I could get myself through with private rides, and I've done it plenty of times. And, you know, I tell that to my dad and I tell that to everybody, and they're like, you know what? Look for something else. Don't do it. You're too broke to do anything. And, you know, and it's true. I mean, sometimes I don't have a lot of money like that, and with the apps, not something pops up, a broken windshield here, you know,
Mm-hmm.
a
Mm-hmm.
flat tire there,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, when I do have the money to go rent out for something and get me into a nice truck or into something that I can afford, something always pops up, and just keep it moving. Can't do nothing about it. You just gotta take the problem as it is and keep going. And that's why, all my friends, IRL and online, and even though it may be like, how sometimes your friend will be like, not on some hater shit, but like, nah, bro, that's not you, or something, you know. So and then my mentality, sorry to blabber off and yap, but
No, go
um,
for it, bro. That's what we're here for. We're off the
sometimes,
clock.
like, like sometimes, bro, shit. Like words don't get to me, bro. But sometimes when shit like that happens, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not doing it then. You know, I ain't doing jack
Mhm.
shit. I'm not. I'd rather do not jack shit and not have nobody judge me for that and then eventually people still judge you for anything anyways, you know what I mean? So you can never win,
Human nature, bro.
to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, can never win with folks. Even in your own family, you can never win, bro, you know? But
sometimes
it is what it is. It is what it is, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes, man, sometimes it's the people that you're closest to are the ones that mess you up the most. 100%, without question. Without
I want to
question.
lose weight, right? And I lost 5 pounds, and some people are like, oh, that's just water weight. You didn't lose anything. And I'm like, all right, then fuck it then. I'm not losing shit no more. Fuck this shit. I almost threw in the fucking towel, bro, low key. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I don't gotta lie to kick it. I almost fucking threw in the towel, bro. You know what I'm saying? It just certain shit just that people say kind of like fucks up your rhythm
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm. But I think one of the most important things isn't so much what Steven might say to you. It's more like what you say to yourself. Right? The way you talk to yourself. I used to think I heard that when I was like, I don't know, in junior high school. I had a social studies teacher, Mr. Grayson, some shit like that. Anyway, and he said, always be mindful of how you talk to yourself. Because the way you talk to yourself is the way you're going to perceive yourself. So it's just something that you have to, you got to think about it. The way you talk to yourself. It's almost like, you could look at it now with like AI, right? With AI, you go in there, you got to prompt it. You got to tell AI, listen, you are an expert Uber driver. You drive Premier platform only, just like the videos I've been doing, right? Be thankful they didn't name you Steven, that they named you Vincent. And help me find a good ride. Today we're going to have a good day, right? Today is my Monday. Today is my Friday. Whatever it is, it's how you talk to yourself. If you keep beating yourself down.
You forgot to say I am privileged.
There's another one right there.
Well, okay, so there you go. Words matter, but you have to, instead of Stevens, I am privileged, whatever that's supposed to mean there. All right. Trying to get a little slick on me there. All right. But instead of saying I'm privileged, I used to, and here's one that I used to, Buddha and Stephen, that I could never get. It never sat right with me. When people say I'm blessed, when they sit there and you're having a conversation with somebody and all of a sudden they say they're blessed, but I can say I'm blessed. And that wasn't until a few years ago that I was able to tell myself that and accept that for what it is. So, Buddha, you got to look at it that same way. I think we all do. Everybody in the chat, you got to look at it the same way, bro. It's not about a sad story or a good story or bad. The way you talk to yourself is the way everybody else is going to talk to you also.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know why people always want to knock somebody for what they want to do. It doesn't make sense because just because they don't understand it, it ain't their journey. It ain't their path. It ain't their journey. It ain't for them. So you know what you do? You be like, all right, thank you. Appreciate you. Talk to you next time. Have a good one. See you.
That's all you can do, bro. Just like I said, like I'm gonna just keep it pushing, bro. Fuck what everybody says, man.
That's it. 100%. All right, we ready for the next question, y'all? I didn't see anything in the comment. I mean, Antonio Half Amazing did say something. It's the Slave versus Prisoner, the Rope Mason Weaver book. I'm not sure what that is, but the Slave versus Prisoner. I mean, I was talking with somebody today, a writer I had today, and he mentioned something to me, and I said, yeah, that's the kings and peasants to keep you out of the system, right? Because the guy was like, he was a really quick ride. Oh, is he down here? Okay, I don't know if Monk can hear us yet or not. But,
I hear you.
Oh, you can hear us now? Okay, welcome back to reality, sir. It's a real quick ride I had, one little premier ride to the train station, and he's into Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? That's his deal. And I had asked him, I said, "Would you ever heard of Chainlink?" And he looked at me with two heads, three heads. I go, "What? What's Chainlink?" So I said, "Look it up real quick, and look at how many times since 2018 Chainlink has hit over $50 and come back down to $3 or $4, and it's part of that cycle." And so just being able to pass that information on to, instead of him saying, "No, no, 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 I don't need all of it," he was open to it. So hopefully he takes off from that. All right. The next question, and we'll start with Monk on this one since he's here while we got him in studio. Okay. All right, Monk, we're going to start with you and then we'll rotate the question around.
Let's go.
Honest answers only. This is the real deal. This isn't we're not fucking with people here, okay? We're doing the real deal. All right. It's called the average of 5 rule. If you know where this is going, they say you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Look at the 5 guys we hang out with the most. If we become the average of them, are we screwed? So the 5 people you hang out with most, that you associate with most, if you were to become the average of those 5 people, would you be screwed?
Yeah, I'd be an Uber driver, so yes.
But you,
I knew something like that was gonna pop up.
but okay, explain.
Well, I'm always in hanging out chatting with the Uber drivers, so I'd be the average of the Uber drivers. Um, I
Slightly
wouldn't even be
above.
black because the average of them is not black, so I'd be less than black. Be driving probably probably X in comfort because that's all we got here. Um, so yeah, I'd assume that's screwed.
Okay. Do you have people that you associate with or hang out with outside of rideshare?
Really, just my wife.
Okay. What? Nope. Spouses don't count. Spouses don't
Yeah,
count
I don't
because
think so.
the longer you're married, the more y'all become one and the same. That 36 years, I can attest to this.
No,
Right. My VIP knows exactly what I'm going to do
no, I've got
before I
nothing
do it.
else
It turns me
in my
not to do.
life going on. So no, I've
Okay.
the average of the Uber drivers.
Okay. Who would you say the 5 most Uber drivers that you talk with on a regular basis?
Let's see. The most frequent drivers would be Steven,
Not so
Buddha,
bad.
uh,
Little
Silver
design.
Fox, uh,
Not a bad guy.
probably Jess is in there, and
Okay.
who would be the last of the
Amtrak.
averages?
Amtrak.
Yeah, probably Amtrak.
Well, I'm familiar with 4 of the 5, and they seem business minded. I wouldn't think you're screwed. I wouldn't say you're screwed. I wouldn't say you're screwed. Not that much. All right, Steven.
Amtrak kind of really brings it down. I don't know. All right.
Oh
Well,
shit.
well, none of them are other than Steven's rental are Uber Black. So
Which reminds me,
Okay, but
my blue car's in the shop.
all right. So then, you know what, Monk? Let's talk about that for a second because you also operate a coffee business, correct?
yes, I have a coffee company.
Okay. Now, listen. If you want, you can throw up the website in the chat, and we'll pin it so that if anybody's interested in the coffee, we can try to help get some of that coffee sold. So you're a business owner, and it's serious business. It's not bullshit. You're not buying and reselling Amazon coffee. You take care of all distribution, all of that stuff, correct?
Yes, correct. I
Okay.
roast my own
With the
coffee.
Okay, with the people that you deal with, are there any other business owners or aspiring business owners in that circle?
Um, the people that I deal with.
Well, you only got 5 of them, you said, and you had to struggle to come up with the 5th one.
No, I don't. I mean, I deliver coffee with each company
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
directly, but I'm not hanging out or chatting with any of them on any
Right,
kind of
but I
regular
mean,
basis.
in your circle of the 5 people that you named that you most associate with, when you was ha ha he he ha ha just a few minutes ago, the Stevens and the Buddhas, and do you see them as aspiring to reach higher, to do bigger, better things?
Uh, Stephen would like to, yes.
Okay,
The other ones are, potentially working
okay,
towards that.
okay,
Uh, I would say Jess is probably second behind Steven,
okay.
and followed by, if in order, it would be Steven,
Isn't it silver
Jess.
first?
No. Steven, Jess,
He said no, no, no,
uh,
no, no.
Silver Fox, Amtrak, and then Buddha.
Okay, all right. So you see potential in those guys coming from one business owner, looking at others that you are around. They have opportunity, or they seem as if they want to get up higher.
Well, Steven's got assets on hand, so he can make things happen if he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
Jess also has assets on hand, and she has her own private business, and she has a life partner, a husband that is able to support her financially should she need to.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got backup to her situation. Silver's just got out of his debt situation, so he's pretty much just at zero now because of that. But he's working towards it, but he's still pretty much at zero. Uh,
Okay.
Amtrak, has a dream and has a new car.
Okay.
Um, and Buddha is just underwater swimming. But maybe he'll make it to the surface.
Okay. So if any of those 5 came to you and said, "Hey, listen, I need to talk to you. I just want to pick your brain about something business related," you'd be willing to sit and have that conversation
Oh,
with
we
them.
do that all day.
Okay, that's good. That's huge because that goes back to the first question, which you were having audio difficulty at that point, technical difficulties, which was when somebody goes when somebody comes up with an idea and they go and they tell people they know, instead of those people being supportive right off the rip, they laugh at them, make a joke, and yada yada yada, and that's just terrible to do to somebody who's legit got an idea or an ambition to do something. So that's good. Okay,
Yep.
Stephen, Stephen, who's your
Yeah.
5 people that you most hang out with? And if you were to become the
Mm,
average, if you don't have to name them if you don't want to, but if you had to become the average of the 5 people you most associate with, would you be screwed or would you be okay? Your wife don't count.
Probably helps
well,
with
I was trying to
average.
think of. Yeah, it's funny
I
because
already know she's.
no,
I
it
already know
doesn't.
she's a saint. I already know your wife is a saint.
Is the same? Nah.
No, saint,
You be.
saint,
Oh, oh
SAINT,
yes.
saint, angel, blessed, patient.
Mhm. Maybe a little bit, maybe a tad bit patient. Uh, well, what's it called? Does family count?
No, well, you know what? Because
Okay,
I know you talk a lot with your dad and your brother. So
that's what
yes,
I was gonna say. I talk to my dad
yes.
a lot. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, so I talk to my dad. I talk to you. I talk to
Oh, you're screwed.
Monk. I talk to Monk. I talk to Silver, and I probably out of those, yeah, and then probably Buddha after that. Um, and am I screwed? No. See, that's the thing. I see you chasing after goals, and you're supportive of goals. I see Monk that support that he likes to poke at your weak spot
No,
until you clean it up, until you either get it
stop. No,
together, and then he likes to remind you that that was a problem at some point. So there's
not
that.
Monk.
Silver. what's it called? Silver's got he got him. I mean, basically, he's a little bit ahead of what I want. This in doing what I want to do, which is get out. Have all the debts taken care of. So he got it. He got himself even. Um, and then he even to the point that he has extra cars so he can rent them out. This idea, not an idea of passive income, but an idea of making your money work for you. I feel like he's already a few steps ahead, and I get to see how my idea would work once I acquired the same things. So no, I don't think I'm screwed. I think um, I'm very fortunate that I have an example of somebody that's a few steps ahead, and people that are working in other areas that I'm not used to. And where Buddha has the advantage, he knows how to talk to people, and he's bilingual, and he knows how to interact with people and drum up business. So
Okay.
I can glean from all of you.
So you would say you're surrounded by ambition.
I'm surrounded. I'm surrounded by ambition. I'm surrounded by success. Uh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Buddha.
What's
Buddha.
up?
Your 5 people you deal with the most, not your wife or husband in your case. Your 5 people that you hang out with.
Not the husband, cut.
Okay. Um, would you say you're in a good place or would you say you're screwed?
Uh, I think I'm in a good place. I mean, like everybody has said, uh, I talk to everybody on here. You know,
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
who are the 5 you hang out or chat with the most? That's what counts. Because those are the 5 that are most impressioned or most impressionable upon you. I don't know if I said that right, but you understand what
I
the
have
hell I
more
meant.
than 5, bro. But
You can
it's
only
it's
pick
so.
5.
I mean, Silver Fox, Steven and Monk, Amtrak, Jazz, you know, uh, there might be. I mean, you, and basically the whole group of, you know, uh, I see everybody. I think I'm gonna. I have a good friend spot, even though we like to talk shit and it's all fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I can learn. Some Monk can tell you. I talk shit so much to him as a joke. But then sometimes on some real shit, when I ask him like about his coffee shit and all these other shit, he'll say something on real shit, or as he likes to say, keep it 100. um, he's one of the part of the reasons why I kind of got my insurance too, my health insurance back,
Mm-hmm.
and then Steven, he's a wizard, bro. Ever since I met him in person, yeah, he's been cool. Silver Fox as well, and I guess we could all leech from something from each other,
Oh,
Even
100%,
even
bro.
even you, even people in the chat, you know, we all learn from
Okay.
somebody.
So you'd say you're surrounded by, let me see, I'm trying to think of the best way to say it because you kind of said you can talk and feel with everybody, but you're really not saying what the type of people are. So you feel like you got people you can talk to if you needed to.
I mean, now you just open another can of worms, bro. Cause
It's not it's
yeah,
it's true
and
what
it's
they
cause
say,
like
bro.
you could talk to certain people about certain shit with the
That's true.
business and gig
That's
apps
true.
and keep it a buck sometimes, Yeah, you can talk to like people like Steven and pretty much everybody. But like on some real shit that you're thinking mentally, probably not, you know?
Hmm. Okay. What the hell? What the hell you got playing on your screen, bro, in the back of your car, Steven?
What screen? Oh, it's probably some advertisement. I don't know.
Oh, that's a billboard. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shit, man, I thought he threw something on the back of his screen back there. I'm like, what the hell?
You have to pay the bills, dog.
You ain't lying. I would say I'm surrounded by a bunch of experience, but I don't really hang with anybody. Like I don't go out and hang out and have dinners. I'm not having a lot of off conversations on personal shit with people. I say that between me, God, and my wife. But I do have people that if I had to say, am I screwed? No, I'm surrounded by experience. The people that I chat with the most, talk with the most, I'm surrounded by experience. So I'm okay with that. I wouldn't say I'm screwed. All right. The last question for the night that I have is the cutoff debate. Okay. Let's see. We started with Monk. We started. Buddha, did I start one with you? No, I didn't start one with you. I'm going to start with this one first with you. Okay. In order to get to the next level, making real money, owning your time. You know what I mean by owning your time? Reclaiming your life, your time in your life, making real money. Do we actually have to cut off old friends who just want to drink and complain, or is that selling out?
Hmm. I was both people, bro. Um,
Say again?
I was both those people, bro. You know, I wouldn't cut you off for something that I was doing on my own shit because at the end of the day, we were friends for some reason, right? Um, but do you have to? If I have to cut off people, probably certain people I would, but I'd be selling out at that point.
So if you're trying to get somewhere, you're trying to climb that ladder to
Hmm.
step up to the next level, but you got people down here that's just gonna talk shit about you, knock you down. They're not good people in a representative way, and they're gonna hold you back. You would rather not cut them off?
I'll just give them 50 feet if you know what I'm saying. I wouldn't cut them off
Okay.
because there had to be some. I remember reading a fucking book that said you gotta hang out with people below you, around you, and above you. You know, because if you know the people below you are, I guess not doing what you're doing, but they keep you grounded somehow. So when you talk to the people around you, they're around the same thing, and then you gotta talk to people above you. So I think I wouldn't cut them off. I'll just necessarily give them their space, if you know what I mean.
But isn't that basically the same thing? Maybe cutting them off isn't the right word. Maybe more of like you said, giving them space. In other words, I'm not bringing you into my circle. I'm getting you on the outside of my circle.
Yeah, because it's more. Because I don't know, bro. I'm more of a. I like to bring up people with me. My friends with me. If they're down and about, I'll try to bring all of us up so we all win.
To a
But
point.
well, yeah, obviously to a point. You feel me? So that's
To a
why
point
I
because
wouldn't cut them
sometimes
off. I would just be like, hey, you in your lane, I'm in my lane. But I wouldn't cut you off necessarily.
see I okay.
Just
All
because
right.
you in your lane, let's say Monk, right? Monk is in a different lane than me. So, by that standard, he should cut me off because I'm not in his lane or anywhere near, like he said.
Yeah, but Monk said himself the even though you're in his opinion, you're not there yet, doesn't mean, but he also said he wouldn't cut you off, that he would be willing to help you come up. But he's
Yeah,
already
that's what
there.
I'm saying.
Not
But he's
monetarily.
our
No, I didn't. Not monetarily.
no, that's not what I mean. To have a conversation. if he
I'm dead
came to
as
you with a
fuck. I'm funny.
conversation. But if
Um,
Buddha called you for a conversation, you'd have that conversation.
Oh yeah,
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
he needs his ass kicked. He needs a daddy.
oh god.
I ain't getting involved in that. Okay, Steven. Steven.
Ah,
I don't want
Steven,
any
to get
Jesus.
parts. Nah, nah. Well,
to, to get where you're trying to go, would you cut the dead weight?
yeah, I cut that weight.
Talk on that
Um,
a little bit there.
look, I'm the type of person that believes that at some point you got to be responsible for your mindset, and you got to pick yourself up, even if things are not the way that you want them to be. It's I think it's part of developing a pattern in your mind. You know, um, if you allow all the times that you're knocked down to keep you down and to keep you out and to make excuses and complain without actually putting any work to achieve a goal rather than just having a bunch of dreams, I you're not the type of person that I want to invest time into. um
Mm,
I like, somebody asked me, because I work at a school, at schools. Somebody asked me, did you ever think, did you think about being a teacher? You think about being a teacher? I'm like, I like teaching people things that want to learn something.
mm,
I'm not going to chase after you to try to shove something down your throat. Like, you got to have something in you, a drive in you, or a passion in you. And then I want to show you the world, everything that I'll show you everything that I know. So, yeah, I will cut off dead weight, in the sense of, it's not that I think you're a bad person or anything either. I think there's things that you need to work on. There's emotional maturity that you need to reach, and there's life circumstances you need to grow past.
mm.
Hold on, the plane's going over.
We can hear you fine.
So yeah, it's not that I think all of a sudden that you're the most worst person in the world and then I hate you or anything. No, it's just I only have so many hours in the day, and I'm only going to invest that time, energy, and effort into those who appreciate it and put the same effort into themselves. I was talking actually to my dad about this recently. There's somebody we know going through some things, and he's trying to help them, but he's like, I know how you'd handle this situation, this and that, and I'm like, it's not that I wouldn't want to help him, but because he needs a car, he needs a car, uh, but he's a mess up. He's we're the same age. He's 36, and he's not keeping anything stable. Keeping it, he's jumped from relationship to relationship to relationship, job to job to job, and he's put himself in a position where my dad tells him, "Look, get yourself a beater, a decent car that'll get you from A to B." He doesn't want to hear that. I still want to have the badge envy or whatever, whatever. It's like you're living outside your means, but you're showing how your lifestyle doesn't support the life that you're saying that you want. So, and which tells me if I did help you, you're not going to appreciate it. You're going to run it into the ground. So, I like people that want to help themselves. I'll help people that want to help themselves, and I'll invest energy and whatnot into the people that want to help themselves and find joy in life without wasting all their resources.
That's pretty good. That's an honest answer. That's an honest answer, and a lot of people don't have that fortitude. They don't have the sack to sit there and say what you just said. That's pretty good. That's
I
pretty
think
good.
part of it
Okay.
too is you got to take time to invest to understand who you are and what you want, so that you and what responsibilities you want to stack on yourself, and what you stack on other people. So if you don't think about those things, how can you express that to somebody else? How can you articulate it?
You, you, you got to walk the walk, not talk the talk. All right, Monk, same question, bro.
Of
If,
course,
are,
I don't mind talking, chatting, giving ideas to bounce around. But if I'm kind of there with Steven. If I notice that you're not making any progress, uh, I take that as you're not either ready to move forward, or you know, some people respond well to positive feedback, and other people need to be bashed over the head in order to make some changes. So you know, I'll adjust my communication with you to be a little more blunt, and possibly you know a little more aggressive with how the responses are. See if that'll kick your ass. You know, the point is to get you moving.
100%. But to more so, if you're trying to get somewhere, and this is just it does this doesn't support whatever that goal is you're trying to get to, you'll leave this behind. You'll cut the dead weight and keep it moving.
Oh, if it's not helping me, then I'm out. I got
Yeah.
if I can't if it's taking me down.
Uh-oh,
Uh-oh.
Buddha, what'd you do to Monk, Buddha? Buddha, what'd you do to Monk?
What? Hey,
Well,
bro.
Yeah, did I get lost?
Okay, he's
But,
back.
okay,
He's
you're
back.
back. You're back.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. My wife's calling me, but you know, I ignored her. She's not that important right now. Um, so
Okay. Oh,
you know,
yes,
I
sir.
gotta be able to
We
finish my
appreciate it.
sentence. You know, I can't be
Go
cut
for
off
it.
like that by a woman.
Go for it.
Yeesh. We just got canceled. Oh, there you go.
No, not me. Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Off the clock, for
You know,
sure.
That's right.
I'm
We
out.
are off
I'm
the
out
clock,
working
and this
here.
is the men's talk.
You know,
This is man.
it's
This is men's
unsafe
talk.
here.
Oh my god. And Antonio's out there. Antonio's out there. Facts.
No, nah, but that's
You
a
know,
good point. I don't like dead weight hanging off of me either. Don't start trying to pull me down because you're not willing to put. You don't want to sacrifice. When you can't,
I,
when I can tell people's agenda when you tell them they can't have instant gratification on something and how they respond.
I don't disagree with
Yep.
anything anybody said. I mean, I can understand what Buddha's
Right.
saying. In a sense, Buddha's saying don't forget where you came from. I get that, but I side more with Stephen and Monk on this one because, you know, I look at it from a oh, let's look at it from a military standpoint. I'm in a tank. My job was a gunner. My loader's got to be putting that goddamn round in that main gun every time. He's got to slap that breech closed up, and I need to know that he's doing his job. Because if he doesn't do his job, the whole tank crew is dead. If the driver's not doing his job, the whole tank crew is dead. The only one I can get away with is the tank commander. I don't need him. He's just sitting up there looking pretty. I don't need him. But that loader and that driver and me, we have to be in sync. And if we're not in sync, one of them got to go. You know, and if that and so I will always look at it that way. If we're in a foxhole and you ain't pulling your weight and you ain't trying to help us survive and accomplish the mission, I'm not dying because you're a fuck up. I'm not dying because you don't have the fortitude or the desire or see the value in the worth in trying to stay alive. I know it sounds extreme, but that's the way I look at it.
I don't think so. I actually, me and my dad were talking about this too. During COVID, or like right before the pause, right before COVID started, it was a big deal. Me and my dad were talking about getting supplies and whatnot. But a big thing to me was knowing that you had some kind of skills to offer a group. You don't know how bad things can get, and I mean, it could easily become The Walking Dead, and now you're part of a group just trying to survive, and it's like you have no skills to bring to the group. You don't know how to grow anything. You know, you don't have any tools. You don't know how to hunt. You don't know what supplies and where to get them. You got nothing to offer. Like, nope. You don't know how to work some electricity. You don't know how to work radios and make sure we have communication. Come on, you got to know something.
You gotta
So
start that fire, man.
I was like, nope. I'll have something to offer. I know I'll either know stuff, I'll have stuff, whatever it takes. I'll be valuable.
See, and that, I think at the end of the day, the reason why the three questions are here for tonight and why we went with these is because it's not easy. It's real easy to stay complacent and stay where you are. But if you're trying to get out of that situation and out of that environment, well, it's like I always say, in order to change a culture, you got to change society. In order to change the culture, you got to change the society. And that means if you're trying to get somewhere and all the crabs in the barrel keep pulling you back down, keep pulling you back down, whose fault is it? Is it their fault or is it your fault? And sometimes it's a lonely road to get the hell up out of there. To move forward, it's a decision. You have to make that decision. If you're not willing to make that decision, you're not willing to grow. You're not willing to succeed.
Mm.
So that
A lot
was
of
the
things
purpose of
just
the three
popped in my
questions.
head when you said that, bro.
But it's true. It's absolutely true, and we're all guilty of it. I don't care what position any of us are in the chat, in the replay, on this panel. We've all been there where we've said, you know what, okay, I can't leave them. Let me. These are my peoples. But it'd be your same people's the ones getting you thrown in jail. It's your same people's keeping you at the goddamn dollar store instead of shopping at the store you want to shop at. It's the same people that keep you from reaching higher because they don't see the value in it. But it's not about them. It's about you and where you want to go. So that was my three questions for tonight, Joe. There is a pattern we are forming here. Wait till next week. Y'all don't even know it's coming next week. But I think these are questions that people have to ask themselves. Do you want to stay where you're at a year from now? If you do, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, Monk, you don't have to depend on rideshare. You have a business, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Steven, you're
Although,
trying to not have Go ahead.
with a $14,000 a year commercial insurance, you have to drive. If you sign up, you got to drive.
Okay.
I don't have to depend on it, but it's too much to just not pay attention to.
But with that said, just so that the chat has clarification, you bought the commercial insurance to do the top tier rides, correct?
To do commercial, yeah, to do black.
Yes. If you were not doing black, because technically you don't have to depend on rideshare to earn a living, then commercial insurance would not be a thing for you. You wouldn't have it. Not this
Yes,
level of commercial insurance.
for sure.
You still have commercial insurance on the business, but not this level
Yeah.
of commercial insurance.
Yes.
Just wanted to clarify that.
I mean, I'm driving around either way for
Right.
for my business. So for me, it makes sense to add it in, just because I'm already on the road.
Correct. All right. Antonio says change happens when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. Tony Robbins.
That's what I call the lobster mentality. You got to be uncomfortable to grow out that shell and grow a new one so you can get bigger and stronger.
Yep. Okay, so Shadow wants to know, it's one of the guys down here. Does Monk drive in Florida? No, he is in San Francisco, California, if I'm correct. Am I correct, Monk?
That's right.
He's out in the bay.
Yep, I'm in San Francisco.
Okay. So that's my three questions for tonight, guys. That's what I got for the night. I just, we're off the clock. We're all trying to do what we got to do. We can get into nobody has lost their premiere yet in Florida. We haven't lost premiere yet. I don't know if you guys out in California, you guys were talking about Toyota Camrys or some shit like that was going on.
It looks like the only thing that happens is you can't onboard those vehicles anymore. The onboard list got cut. Until they tell you otherwise, but yeah.
Okay. Buddha, how's your walking going? Josh, the real Josh, is asking that question.
It's been going good. I mean, I'm about maybe if I don't get nothing right now, I mean, I'm gonna go walk right now around this parking lot since it's nice and lit. Yeah, I mean, I've been walking on average of 5,000 steps a day
There you go.
compared to last year only being at 1,000, 1,000 steps a day.
That's
So
it. That's the
um,
key.
I've been going at it, bro. I've been going at it. You know, a lot of like my sisters when I feel like, come on, bro, let's go. So I go out and walk. So yeah, it's going
All
good,
right.
bro.
All right. Let's see. Monk, do you need commercial insurance for Lyft Black as well, or only Uber Black? That'd be a question
Uh,
for you guys out in Cali.
only Uber Black, but the the airports for Lyft seemingly have all converted to requiring you to be commercially insured. So if you want to do the airport black with Lyft, you have to have commercial insurance.
Okay.
That same thing down here in LA. You gotta have TCP in order to do Lyft Black.
All right. Shadow is like, Vinny, I don't know if you realize this, but Uber Black is only in Miami-Dade County right now. It's not available in Broward or Palm Beach yet. So I'm aware of that, but I also have one of my guys, Omar. You guys remember Omar? Omar was sending me screenshots from over the weekend. Remember, we had the big national championship game there Monday night. Shout out Indiana. Good game. Good game. Um, Omar was still getting premier pings on 14th and Ocean. So South Beach, 1 block north of where the geofence was. So I'm aware that they want Uber Black in Dade County, but we haven't lost Premier in Dade County. And the original note said we were going to lose Premier, they were going to be only Uber Black. So I guess there's a phase in timeline going on there. Antonio says, wow, 5K, that's pretty good, Buddha. Nice, nice. Josh, how's your day trading going? Vinny, you haven't streamed since last week. It's a funny thing about that. I've been trading every day. I'm really trying to only trade my A setups, like the best trading position I can put myself in. I'm basically even, in the last week and a half. I guess that's the only way I can say it. I haven't been streaming in the mornings because I've been trying to work on other things as well. And so if there's no trade on the board that I see, I'm into other shit too. And if I'm streaming, then I can't be doing that. I got to get a schedule together, Josh. I'm going to get a schedule together for it. Let's see. Premier is gone in the southern tip of South Beach. I got a screenshot that says no. I got a screenshot that says they're still giving Premier rides requests out there. I know where you're talking about. You're talking about South Point. It was supposed to be 13th Street south on Ocean, across the bottom tip of the beach, South Beach there, all the way to basically 5th Street. So from 13th to Southwest 5th, and that whole area from the east side to the west side of the beach. All right. Guys, I ain't got nothing else. You guys got anything you want to talk about tonight? It's wide open. Let's talk shop. Let's talk some business. Something other than rideshare.
The crypto return to baseline has happened.
What do you get? What do you guys think about the whole Greenland thing?
I haven't been paying attention to that.
We don't need Greenland, dog.
It's well, it's swinging the market either way.
Yeah, today it pumped the market back up today after his talk of Davos. That's true.
Is barely can talk.
I understood him. I understood every word for an hour and a half this morning. You might have still been half asleep, Buddha. I get it. It's a little early on the West Coast.
Nah,
I agree with what he said. I agree with us
by
being
trying
able
to
to
attack them
control.
by force and take Greenland by force.
Oh no, oh Buddha, you're not up on the. You're not up. They've already created a framework, bro. The people of
Oh,
Greenland are gonna make
so we're
bank.
just gonna ignore what he said before that.
Well, I don't think he ever said anything about. I don't think it ever came out of his mouth that he was going to take it by force. He was going to tariff the shit out of them. That's what I heard.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. He said, she said, behind closed doors. I don't care.
Do you understand? But do you understand why he wants Greenland? Why he thinks Greenland should be under our protection?
I don't want to get into it, Vinny.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine.
I wouldn't want to get into it because then I'm gonna say something, then he's gonna say, something, and then
This
I'll,
it was just a simple question. Do you understand why the
yeah,
importance
I
of
get
Greenland?
it. I mean, will it help the U.S. by having some stuff over there and having it run by the U.S.? Maybe, I don't know. But we don't need Greenland, and the people from Greenland said we don't need you. We don't want you.
Well, we already have bases over there.
We got two small
Okay.
bases. But he wants to create the dome to protect the waterways.
Do you think
Uh,
Trump actually does give a flying shit about that?
I think they have a lot of minerals there that he wants the U.S. to
$5
have
trillion
access to.
worth. Rare earth minerals. They called
I
my
haven't
dad
heard
in
him
the street.
say that, but I think that's what he wants.
Oh, that's part of it. There's $5 trillion of rare earth minerals there. It's absolutely part of the reason. That's not. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I know Buddha thinks I'm going to go on this big Trump loving shake, and I look at it from a military standpoint. I look at it from a historical standpoint. And you know what? I agree with what he said, bro. If the United States would not have stepped up during World War II, all them bastards over there would be speaking German and fucking Japanese and Italian. They wouldn't be speaking whatever language they're speaking now. That's all I'm saying. I think Greenland would be a good spot for those AI data centers. Free cooling, free cooling. You know what? Now
I
that's
think the AI
legitimate,
bubble's
Buddha.
gonna blow up. It's gonna explode, bro. It's gonna be the bubble's gonna pop soon.
What, the AI bubble?
Yeah,
Okay, let's talk about that. We could talk about that, right, Buddha?
I think the AI bubble's
Not
gonna
very
pop
soon.
soon.
Nope.
Who do you guys think is the leading AI right now?
If you say Grok AI because of Elon, trash.
I don't think it's the leading. I don't think it's Grok is the leading AI.
I know a few, but what do you think, Vinny?
I think Gemini is the leading AI. I think Gemini has more
Mm.
tentacles out into all different types of fields. And I heard one today that Pascal turned me on to the LM notebook, where this guy uploaded all of his uploaded some documents into it, right? Into this, I think it's called Notebook LM or LM Notebook. All right, Mr. DSN, have a great night. Thank you for stopping by the show. And he turned when it spit it out as a podcast with a man and a woman discussing this Promax, whatever the hell it's called, whatever the information was about. He put in the documents and it returned a full-blown podcast to him about the subject matter. So then Pascal told me, he said, well, when he was studying for his security alarm test for Florida, he put all his documents in and it spit back out a podcast for him. And when I listened to these to 30 seconds of his podcast and I listened to a couple of minutes of the other podcast, bro, unbelievable. Unbelievable what Gemini can do, what Google can do.
I
Unbelievable.
mean, leading leading AI. I think Gemini is up there. Uh, I mean, OpenAI with all the stuff that they have, like data wise, right? Um, I think Claude is a good one too. Um, I have Perplexity AI, which uses all of the AIs together and does the deeper researching thing. But I think the whole AI bubble is gonna just, because not only AI is using up a lot of like our RAM, right? RAM prices have gone up. We started
Mm-hmm.
seeing a lot more Nvidia cutting off production for consumers who want
Mm-hmm.
to upgrade their computers and all that to go 100% into AI. You've seen Samsung running out of, like, they're only working for certain people with the RAM chips. Um, eventually it's gonna be where you literally don't upgrade your PC and just play on a cloud farm from somewhere else, and that's how your gaming is gonna be done and all the other stuff that you're gonna be doing. I mean,
Steven, do you
with
have
all
you,
this,
you want to comment on this?
I don't know much about AI. I hardly use it. Every once in a while, but I don't think it's the bubble's gonna pop that quickly. Um, I mean, and at this point, we're still dealing with a crypto bubble. Maybe we're just gonna have multiple bubbles at the same time. Um, yeah, but I haven't done research into which one's the best. And I on a day-to-day basis, I don't use it that regularly. I'm trying to implement it more and get used to creating prompts and stuff like that. But
you know what's
that's it.
hey Vinny, I have a
I'm ready
question
for the
for you.
Rivian to add it into the car. It's supposed to be coming this month.
Go ahead, Buddha.
Here's a question that I want to tell you.
I'm here.
Do you think AI is making people uh not do not necessarily lazy, but not want to read books, not to research themselves, and or do you think
So
that's already
I
in
can
the
let me
past now?
answer let me answer it this way. As someone on this panel here that's had children before the internet and children after the internet. So between my first three children and my last child, there's a 9-year period in there where the first three were born as the internet was becoming a thing. Okay. The last one has never taken one breath on this planet without the internet. Her learning curve was so much more advanced because of the internet, because she had more access to information and education,
Mhm.
and even on the entertainment side of things, games and things like that. So, right, exactly, Tony, the information age. So, to that extent, do I think AI is making people lazy? I think it takes the simple tasks and removes those. But then, like any technology, it opens up other doors.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And so the blacksmith, the blacksmith had to make the horseshoes. And when he got all pissed off and realized that the car was going to take over, well, he stopped making the horseshoes, right? And he started making the car frames. You understand what I'm saying? So I think AI isn't going to make, I think it's going to make life easier for older people. I think young people are going to grow into AI, so they're not going to know what it is to be without it. And they'll learn in different ways and they'll do different things. I think the more apt question there would be how many people are going to be displaced? How many people's jobs are going to be displaced by AI? I think that's the question. Because everyone on this panel, your job is going to be displaced by AI without question. If you drive for a living, bro, we had the little DoorDash scooters, the little self robot thingies that they're throwing down the sidewalks. We just had one taken out by the Brightline train the other day because it got stuck on the tracks,
Oh
and
yeah,
it
I seen
actually
that shit.
and they made it a damn news story, like it's a news event, you know.
RIP to the little bot, bro.
Yep. I
Man,
think
fuck that bot.
He
the
said,
low end
"Fuck
rides are
them."
gonna get taken out by AI driving, basically autonomous vehicles.
Hmm.
I don't think that black and private rides are going to be taken out by it.
Right.
Uh, well, coffee's not getting taken out. It's a product with a
Right.
so
But you know what will
there's
happen, Monk, for you? You'll put it into the vehicle, and the vehicle will go make the delivery.
maybe it's possible.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hardware 5 is going to make that possible. They finally got the hardware 5. They understand what they're doing with that AI 5 chip, at least with Tesla. So it's going to make it absolutely a thing. I mean, that's the reality. Anything physical like that is going to go away. How many Optimus robots does it take to screw in a light bulb? No
Yeah,
joke. I
I
know it
mean,
sounds like a
assuming you
joke.
have a receiving end of the chain that's willing to cooperate with that
Right.
type of delivery. I'm since I stock my product on the shelves myself, for the most part, I don't really see that being a thing for me personally. But sure, some companies can do it. I mean, you see Coca-Cola and all those companies
Mhm.
delivering their drinks to all these stores. They're not usually just dropping off the product at the location.
Right.
They have that driver stocking the shelf and counting
Right.
inventory and seeing what's left, and then knowing what they need to order for next time.
Right. But I can say, Amazon, right? Amazon, the warehouses, some of the shipping yards in China, big containers being moved, pallets being moved. There's some Walmart warehouses now. Stuff is being moved.
Yep,
Those were
for sure
jobs
a
that used to
segment.
be done by people. Yeah. And those jobs are not being replaced. Um, I did a Grok video 4 or 5 months ago with asking about which job was going to be the most susceptible to being replaced. And the number one job was transportation, but not just transportation in the form of an Uber driver. No, 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 no.
Oh, long haul
Trucking,
trucking.
trucking replaced by AI or self driving AI.
Mm.
Obviously, rideshare, busing, right? Planes. There are already planes out here, freight planes. Atlas Cargo is already flying full flights on self-driving measures. The pilot isn't the pilot sitting in the other seat. He ain't in the seat anymore. The only one that was odd to me was trains. Trains, Grok said, would be the last of the transportation sectors to go away. Boats. Captains aren't moving these boats in and out anymore. These cruise ships, they're all on computers. I mean, I don't know.
Speaking
Lazy
about
is as
that,
lazy does. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
um, I picked up a guy who's an old school trucker. Like, think about the a trucker picture in your head, like the most old school, you know, riding miles type of guy. You know,
Yeah.
he got offered a job to work with the company out in Silicon Valley to make AI driverless semi trucks.
Okay.
And the place where they send them to is Japan because those streets are very weird and very unique for truck drivers. And they're not training them here where the roads are nice. They're training them in other
Hmm.
parts of the country where it's really hard to like, navigate through and all these other stuff. And he's like, honestly, if you think about it, I give it like more than 10 plus years before this thing could even take a normal job away, a normal
They're
CDL
already
driver away.
they're already running driverless routes in California.
But it's not to an extent that it's gonna. go crazy with it. Like it's not like even hardware for me with FSD. Uh, it's not always perfect, and those trucks right there got 80,000 pounds in it.
Mm-hmm.
So any little fuck up, dude, it could probably bankrupt a whole country, company with those AI shit. You know what I mean? And
Well, they're already running autonomous loads. Nikola is a company that's building AI semi trucks. Obviously, Tesla's another company that's building
I
AI
I I seen the new
semis.
ones,
Okay, yeah,
the
out
new
there.
Tesla semi trucks. They're parked in San
Mhm.
Bernardino, bro. And I was like, wait a minute, is that a semi Tesla?
Now, was
But it
it
don't
was
look
it
like a Tesla
Pepsi?
semi.
Was it Pepsi or Coca Cola has already ordered a bunch of them? I know Amazon
Cheetos,
has.
Frito Lay,
Frito Lay. I didn't even know Frito Lay
Frito,
was part of
yeah,
that.
Frito
So you
Lay,
see,
Pepsi.
so you see what I'm saying, Buddha? Like I got a thing yesterday, a video yesterday. 3 Waymos that have been running around Dade County for the last 6 months. Right? You know what? Do you know why? Okay, when you look across the board on where all the Waymos are at, okay, notice none of them are in Montana or Washington State. They're all in the weather, pretty much mild weather belt of the country, all along the southern end. You might have one or two running around New York right now and in Chicago, but you don't have full fleets running around there because they're not ready for that weather yet. They're not ready for that heavy snow. They're not ready for that cold, cold, cold weather.
How's
They're
the weather
running
in
down
Atlanta?
mild, very little snow, and they get less rain than we get. That's
Texas.
why we that's why we only have 3 Waymos down here in Dade County right now. Because we get a lot of rain. It ain't ready yet. Waymo's not ready. Tesla's digging up tons and tons of data with all of these guys in the northern states in the snow running their Teslas in the snow right now. I watch the videos all the time. Iowa Tesla guy is a phenomenal channel to watch. So I'm just saying, and I'm sure Rivian's doing the same thing. All right, Monk. Josh had a question for you. Monk, do you think some of these people on the lower tiers will join fleets or be stupid and take out massive loans to get black SUVs?
Oh well, they're not going to be eligible to take out loans for black. Maybe they'll join fleets that are black renters, or they'll work for some of these companies that are having basic cars do rides uh, as a fleet on the platform. But no substantial number is going to be able to take out a loan and get commercial insurance
To
Okay.
on the
clarify
road.
what he's saying, he even if people could take out loans, the problem is in order to operate commercially, in most cases, they're not able to do regular loans. They have to have commercial loans, which means you have to have an established business with business credit in order to get those loans. So if you don't have an established business with business credit, there's no way you're gonna go and get a car. Or, I mean, even if you could sign for your car, the amount of money that you have to pay to get all the of which we calculated about a $3,400 to $4,000 just to get registered with the TCP over here in California. That's before you do anything with a car. It's before and get your LAX permit and all that stuff. Yeah, most people just can't. There's no way you're gonna be able to do that, especially if you're already check to check or week to week payment.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah,
probably
well,
need between the TCP registration in California and the insurance startup cost of just doing a monthly insurance with a commercial and whatever little other things like drug testing and setup, probably close to $4,000 cash to pay out or credit card for whatever will take a credit card just to get you started. Yeah, aside from the vehicle itself, and
sounds like all they have to do.
with the also trying to get it going on the platform of Uber will at minimum delay you another week. If everything went perfect, it'll take you at least a week to get onboarded after you have everything set up with the state.
Which that stuff to get everything set up takes about a week or two.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
that means they're only one good daycare center away from getting that money. We know how that goes.
Jesus Christ.
I couldn't help
yeah,
it.
well,
Couldn't help
Jesus
it.
obviously.
Christ.
Right.
I
And
know.
and yes,
Oh, the other thing is you have to sit there with your commercial insurance active. So you paid for this and wait to get onboarded, which could take like a month.
yeah, you
Right.
just if everything went perfect, it would be a week. But who knows? It might not go perfect with getting on Uber. You'll get your registration with the state. They don't care. They're pretty easy to get it going. Um, but it's to pray that Uber is gonna work at the same time. Yeah, maybe not. And again, like even like a cheap car on Black, you can get into maybe for 25 to 35,000 dollars. But you'll have to have a commercial loan for it, or you'll have to have a car company that will give you a direct loan with an already commercial plated vehicle, um, or you have to have it fully paid off. So any of those.
Gotcha. Okay, so Antonio brought up something I wanted to make mention to this. What was that, Buddha? Go ahead. Oh, I thought Buddha had something to say. All right. If you guys did not hear, you Tesla drivers, you Tesla owners, if you guys did not hear, Lemonade is now on the insurance scene. And they're willing to, in most cases, cut your insurance premiums up by 50%, as long as you are running your Tesla on FSD. Now, I don't know what the mix is, how many, if it's 80% of the time, 50% of the time. On my car with my hardware, HW3, I don't know how much time I got that I'm running FSD and how much I'm not. I don't know how they would figure that. But yes, Antonio, that came out today because as of right now, FSD seems to be about 2 times safer nationally than human drivers. And Lemonade's about to take that risk on with the insurance, which is huge. If you drive a Tesla, depending on your insurance, I can't imagine my insurance getting much cheaper than it is right now. I'm with Progressive. So if Lemonade, and I just renewed, so I can't do anything. But you can best believe I'm gonna call them and find out.
Are you the only driver on your account, Minnie?
On my account or on my car?
Why do
For
you
your
sound
car?
like a damn robot, my
No,
cup?
there's 3 of us. There's 3 of
There's
us on my
three.
car.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you got me, my wife, and my daughter because everybody lives in the house.
So make sure that you, well, I guess it's not make sure, but so now if you want to, let's say you have hardware 3, I looked it up, and so if you have hardware 3, it'll cost 1,500 for you to upgrade to hardware 4.
Oh, you're
You can
not going to
take
have
it
to do that, Stephen. You're not going to have to do that. They filed a patent 3 days ago over the weekend. Tesla filed a patent. They found a way to make version 14 work in hardware 3.
I'm just saying for those who want hardware 4 and want the better cameras, um, it's 1,005. And then but if you have older hardware, then the hardware 3, if you have like the 2 point whatever, I think it's like 2.5 or whatever, it's like $2,000 and potentially can cost them it's like 2,500 if they have to replace one of the other chips. I forgot what they called it. So just something to consider if you want to have the more advanced FSD in an older car.
Yeah, well, here's the deal with hardware 3. They have found a way to break down the 32-bit software to operate on the 8-bit software. And by doing that, they found a way to make the latest, greatest software run on hardware 3. Now, when that's going to be available to us, nobody knows. If that's the case, and I got to believe Tesla because they put it out there, Elon put it out there. If that's the case, I guess the only thing would be the camera upgrade if you wanted to go that route. But if you're telling me I can run 14.2.3 on my hardware 3, then Buddha, you looking at the
What?
screen, Buddha? Are you looking at the screen?
Yeah.
Nah, nah.
Hey, bro. Just count that. We're get whatever you just said. Just look at the Roadster, bro, and then you tell me if you think Tesla will deliver it or not.
I'm willing to bet that I'll have
The house on
have,
it?
Sure. What do you want to bet on it, Buddha? What do you want to
You gonna
bet?
bet the house on it?
Within 6 months, I'll have the same version software you got.
Within 6 months.
$20 right now. $20 right now.
Either
Don't
you
doubt
have
it. Put your
some
money where you
underlying information that I don't know.
Thomas, tell this young buck what I just said. Okay.
You have your same software.
I thought I just Antoned his ass and said, "Oh, we can go out back right now."
What,
See that?
what do you think about registration being based on per mileage driving?
I think that's crazy, man. That's insanity. There's states that want to charge you. They want to charge you registration based on the amount of miles that you drive. How in what world? In what world should you be limited on the amount of miles you drive?
If that's the case, rolling back mileage is gonna be up like a motherfucker, huh?
Well, you're not limited. You just have to pay more.
Yeah, I think that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I think it's absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
We're either a free country or we're not. Down here, I don't know if you guys saw this. The city of Miami Beach mayor sent the police department, 2 detectives, to this guy's house or this woman's house because she posted on Facebook something about him being anti-Semitic or some bullshit. Some bullshit fucking post that the city of Miami Beach mayor sent 2 police detectives to her house or his house to question him about that shit. It wasn't no die motherfucker. It was she posted something he didn't like.
Wow.
Bro, there ain't no way.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Yep.
Maybe it's just me. This is why this is Florida, man. Fuck that. So you know what I did? I went on Twitter and said, fuck the Miami Beach mayor.
Basically.
That's what I said. Fuck him. He can suck a dick.
It gets like that sometimes.
Bro, people will make you say shit out of your character.
Oh yeah.
Right? They really will. Thomas, how you doing tonight, bro? Better late than never, my brother.
I know, man. This is what happens when you work at a pizza place that does not have a delivery zone.
Okay.
It was a long one. I got out of the store at 9:50. I think I got to the lady house about 10:07. And then I shot my behind home to get on.
Well, I'm glad you got there nice and safe and sound and all that good stuff.
No,
Buddha,
whatever happens,
we got a bet.
30 minutes.
We got a
free,
bet.
damn it.
Hey, we got a bet. All right, I'm gonna leave you alone because you know what?
I'm gonna have to
Antonio says that sounds like a
standing on
Sergio bet,
business.
right?
Look,
Antonio says sound like a Sergio bet. Sergio owes me pink hair.
Hey, bro. Hey, Vinny.
That's all I'm
bro.
gonna say about that.
Vinny, I could go on hardware 14 right now, Vinny. Can you?
Okay.
You can, bro. I'm sorry.
No, I cannot. God, but you know what I can do? You know what I can do, Buddha?
Oh my God! Here we go.
I can go and spray my front windshield and not worry about it leaking through any cracks.
Oh my God!
Wow!
You started it. I didn't.
Vinny.
Chat. Who started it, chat? Who started it, chat?
Well,
picking on my favorite president. You're gonna fuck around and find out.
I do want to say this though, Vinny.
Your president or your dad?
Yeah, he damn sure ain't my daddy.
Well,
My daddy's right here. He's right there.
I do want to say though, the questions that you had was nice, and I felt every last one of them, especially the second question. Oh boy!
You mean about what was it? That was the no.
That was cutting people off.
Cutting people off.
Oh yes. Like I said, I wrote in the chat.
Well, speak on it.
I got that. Every single thing that I said I was going to do, someone said, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. Even like I remember even in middle school, I got double promoted. I skipped a grade.
Okay.
And so instead of my mother was going to have like one child each year from 90 to 93, but I skipped a grade and she ended up having 2 graduate in 1 year, and she wasn't happy about that.
Oh, well, yeah, the expenses of that, yeah. Yeah,
but yet, still, I went on ahead to skip that grade. Now, it's a lot of things, from buying a certain car, moving to Florida. I had so many people tell me, you're not going to like it down there because you don't know anyone down there. And I moved to, you know what happens when you make those moves? They stop talking.
Yes, sir.
I moved to Florida. They stop talking. Every time I decide I want to come home and visit, they down here talking so they want to see me down here. Like, what happened to, I'm not gonna like it. Oh, I'll be back in a year. Man, it's 23 years of being July. I have not been back. Ain't going back. Never will go back.
And going back where? Where are you going back where, Tommy?
No, talking about back to Detroit and stuff. I'm not going back to that frozen hellhole. They keep that shit.
Oh, bro, I tell people, you go through one summer down here, you ain't going back north.
No, I ain't going back.
Hell no, you ain't going back north.
We had snow in May. The hell I want to go back there for?
You ain't lying about that. You ain't lying, brother.
I mean, and then once I moved here, I think that was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life, was moving here. And reason being is because instead of dealing with the politics up north and you have to wait your turn and all this other stuff for promotions and anything else, people here is like, if they see you want to work, they're going to throw money at you.
Right.
And that's how it's been until this point now. And I did a short about it today about market relocation, because sometimes you will move to an area. What part of the wave that you hit when you got there? The beginning of the wave when the economic boom started, you're in the middle, or you getting to the end.
Right.
Now, in this sense, you have to have a mind almost like a chick in that sense, because you always want to find greener pastures. Where's the next wave that the economic growth is going to come from? You know, because here I see it now, it's starting to level off and it's starting to be stagnant. Because now you see all these buildings and these housing projects they throwing up. This ain't for no average living. You're going to have to make money.
Yep.
And by Florida, historically has been known to pay low money.
Yep. Wages do not match the cost of living anymore.
Because they got a building that's called the Pendry that they're building in downtown Tampa. It's all sold out before it's even finished being built. It's already all sold out. And you had to have $1 million deposit, and all the deposit spots are all full.
When I go into some of these communities, especially up in the Boca area,
yes,
Palm Beach area, I mean, even in Delray, man, in the hood, where they're snatching up the old 1900, early 1900 wood shack homes.
Yes.
They're snatching them up, tearing them down,
Bulldoze
putting up
them and
these
putting
brand new.
three-story
Yeah,
houses
bro.
in this place.
Oh my God! And it's like when you start looking at what these things cost, because now you could just take your phone, AI, Buddha, AI. You could just take your phone, scan the house, and ask AI the question: Hey, how much is this neighborhood? How much does this house cost? What this house? All you gotta do is take a picture, and ask Gemini or ask Grok, hey, how much was this house sold for?
Yeah,
and it tells you.
Yeah.
And so, Antonio says New York and California taking over. Yeah, that's a true statement. I tell people all the time, Thomas, you know this.
Yes, they taking over in everywhere but New York and California.
Yeah, well, shit, you can't blame them, brother. Trying to get the hell up out of there before they get hit too hard over the head.
Well, it's too late.
And we got three guys. We got three guys that live out there. Well, could you imagine if Monk, Steven, and Buddha packed up their households and moved here to Florida? How much more money they would realize they actually have?
Yeah,
never gonna happen. But my brother's in Florida.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen. You missed my damn point.
Right. Yeah.
The reason people move to Florida is because it's cheaper to live.
Yes.
And even for us down here where it's elevated, for people coming into the state, it's still cheaper to live.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, California is already taking a back to the head as is. You got
not yet. It's coming though.
Oh no! Well, you got one refinery already closed.
Valero,
is next.
Valero. Oh, is it?
Yeah, Phillips 66 is next. If they already didn't pay their $1 billion fee to close early, and then you got
I didn't know about Phillips. I didn't know Phillips was on the hook.
You say that it has a lower cost of living, but I don't think Steven thinks he has more earnings opportunity over there.
Okay, let me restate the question just so everybody in the back heard what I said. If you take your finances now, what you already have, I'm clarifying because some people didn't understand the damn statement. And
they do that, trust me.
It's okay. It's California thing. I get it. And you take that money and you if you take it out of SoFi Bank over there and put it in the Nations Bank or Bank of America over here, then you start to realize that, oh shit, our dollar goes further. Maybe that makes more sense. Maybe that makes it a little more palatable.
Well, that's why it's a lot of New York and California people here, because they got the benefit of high paying wages in the state that they come from, working remote and moving here and take the benefit of not being taxed because Florida don't have a state tax.
Yet
you're making California wages, but you're living in Florida. Just like if you're living in New York and you're working remote and you live in Florida.
That would be okay.
Yeah. But I don't think you can do that anyway.
Well,
California will still tax you if you live, even if you're talking about having a business, then definitely not.
No,
no.
Having a business in California, that whole prop thing is gonna kill you. That prop with that 5333. That's gonna kill you alone.
I think that's a hell of a discussion to have.
Well,
just how expensive it is to live in different states.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the real discussion is: does moving somewhere else would that be an upgrade to your life?
Moving somewhere else would that? All right, hold on.
Would moving to another state or another part of your state be an upgrade to your life? Would you have better earnings opportunity, and would you have a better cost of living to make it a net positive?
I guess it depends on what you do for a living.
Correct.
Well, with the people here,
you have to define what you do for a living.
Right. Like in my industry in accounting, there's people that work for Merrill Lynch in New York, but they live here in Florida and don't have to get taxed living in New York. Right. They get the tax benefits of living in Florida, so their money stretch further. Like I try to explain this to my nephew. My nephew works for a oil company, and he's in Nevada. And he grew up his whole life being in Texas. I said, when you first started at the oil company, as whatever he was working on the rig or in the refinery, your hourly wage beat all of us when we were growing up. You already outdid all of us. Now here it is 12 years later, and he makes $60 an hour. I said, you will make nothing like that here in Florida. There's no industry that's capable of giving you that kind of money in Florida.
Nope. Not a W2.
If you're going to live here in Florida, what you're going to have to do, have your apartment here. And then when they send you to all these other refineries in Oklahoma and Colorado and in the North or South Dakota, and you're gone 6 to 12 weeks, that's how you're going to live here in Florida. That's how you're going to live.
Well, like for Steven, I don't see there being a benefit because he's doing commercial in California. But Buddha, if he's not going to switch over to commercial and make that higher income driving, then he'd be better off in a place like Texas, where
but you're assuming
rides in different markets over there.
But I don't think you can compare Steven to Buddha, because Steven also has a career in education, well, within the school board system as an IT guy.
Yeah, he's not moving.
Here, right. But what I'm saying is if Steven moved from California to here, and depending on what county he went to,
correct,
right, he would make as much money as he's making now, if not more, based on what he does, what his skill set is in IT in the schools. Because the one thing the schools do here is they pay their people. Even though their people bitch, they pay their people. I know. My daughter's in the school system.
Yes,
right?
And so is my wife. Yes.
They bitch for a very good reason. Dealing with all the parents' badass kids.
Yeah, but
see, you don't have to deal with that.
Yes, I do.
Oh, please.
Just because I'm not an educator doesn't mean that I don't deal directly with kids who tell you, "Oh, I don't know how this thing got soaked in water. I don't know how it got covered in gum. I don't know how it."
You still make a ton of money.
That's a small portion.
Your money would be.
Oh, you have no idea. Out of 20% of equipment that comes through the schools, especially during COVID, gets destroyed by these kids. That's no small portion.
Helps when you don't know.
It's a small portion of what you have to deal with kids. Because see, like my wife has to sit with them and teach them how to write their name.
Yeah, I'm not an educator. Like I said, I'm not an educator. Yeah, I'm not an educator. I definitely would not choose that profession. But do I have to sit with them and have them write reports and this and that and the other when I can't do I don't know. I don't want to deal with education. Forget that.
But the point is, your skill set would be making relatively the same money per cost of living if you went from California to Florida. You wouldn't be making the same dollar amount, but your ratio, cost of living to wages, would stay the same, I would think. In Buddha's case, because all Buddha does is rideshare or gig work, he's gonna take a pay cut. I think he would take a pay cut.
He would take a pay cut. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
No, I mean in Florida, but I think he'd make more in Texas, driving private rides and cash rides than he does in California, for those. And if he's not going commercial to get the higher pay in California, I think Buddha would make more in Texas with a lower cost of living. But Steven actually makes more with his driving than just the school alone. He probably makes half of his money just from driving. So there's no way he'd make the same in driving in another area.
Yeah, but Steven has a package. So if you're talking just dollars for dollars, that's one thing. But when you start rolling in that package that he has, because he's out there, he's under the union contract, whether he's union or not is irrelevant. He's under that union contract, which means he has health insurance, which means he has a pension, which means those things are getting paid for. So when you start rolling up that entire package into one thing, now, can you honestly say minus his expenses
Right.
for what it's costing him to operate as a commercial driver. Now that money starts looking a little more the same, I would think. I don't know. I don't ask Steven about his money. I don't ever ask
Correct.
anybody about their money.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah.
I don't want to know about your money. Your money ain't
Yeah.
my business.
But I can tell you, as far as IT pays well here in Florida.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, IT pays very good here in Florida. Because if
Now,
you think about it,
driving privately, I mean, I don't know. I did it. Like, if you don't have a hookup or a steady clientele,
yeah,
it's going to be tough because everybody and their brother down here swears they're a private driver.
right.
Those that have licenses, those that don't have licenses, those that just jack somebody in a suburban 3 blocks away is now the latest, greatest Uber black driver in Dade
Right.
County. I mean, you got to call this shit what it is, bro. Right? Like,
Yeah, well, I don't know about Florida, but definitely Texas is a big market for cash rides, because Uber and Lyft decided to pull away from Austin and force other,
Oh
companies
man,
into
don't
that
even,
market.
bro. I can tell you about Austin. I can tell you about Austin. Austin right now. If you live in Austin,
Right.
and you're making half of what you used to make before Waymo took over.
Correct.
Trust me, I talk to Eddie every day.
Yeah, but
Every
Buddha says he
day.
likes to sell cash rides. He says that's his thing, talking with people and getting them in the car for cash. And
I
that's
know a lot of people
market.
that can do that, and they still listen. Omar is got the gift of gab when it comes to cash rides down here. I've seen him do it.
Yeah.
And you know what? And you know what Omar's doing? Screaming and crying just like everybody else.
Right. I think Texas
and if he
is
was
a
on
different
the show,
market
he
than
would tell
Florida.
you.
Well, yeah, it is.
And
Trust me,
and
because the
Buddha,
oil money helps.
I believe Buddha's lived in Texas before as well. So it's about what you're comfortable with and where you're going.
Yeah.
So Buddha, wake your ass up, Buddha.
I'm right
Sitting there
here. I'm
sleeping.
chilling.
Bro, that car better not be moving.
Nah, it's
Okay.
still.
Just because you got your hands up, you threatened me with FSD
Hands up.
version.
Right.
Okay.
No, he's parked.
What the hell's he got a pink, bro?
I don't
What's
want
with
to
the
talk
pink
about
car,
it, bro. I don't want to
What's
talk
with the
about
pink car, bro?
it. Bro, do you want to go further with that, bro?
Why, you gonna pull out a dildo out of the glove box? What are we talking about here?
This is not your fucking Model Y, Vinny.
You're right. Mine's manly. It ain't pink. Ain't nothing pink in that damn thing.
You got hardware 3, Vinny. Talk to me when you get hardware 4.
Okay, sir.
Oh my God.
Okay, sir.
Y'all sound like
Sorry.
you know what this sounds like? This sounds like people with the iPhone Pro Max, and then you just have the regular iPhone. So if they got a 15 or a 17 Pro Max, but you just got a 17, that's what this sounds like.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm not worried about Buddha. Buddha's
honestly,
got to, when Buddha's driving, Buddha's got to look out of the car like this to get around that crack.
Just fine, bro. I could just see just fine.
I love you, buddy. Let's see. Any more comments still going on?
What were you gonna tell me though?
Right there for Waymo.
You're gonna tell me something. You're gonna tell me something.
Oh, so how come? Well, Monk is saying that you're pretty adept to talking people into cash rides. How come you don't do more cash rides?
All right, so
don't tell me no Fight Club shit. I'm just asking a question.
It's because I don't want to be on people's time, bro. I don't feel like putting myself. I mean, I only do it to the people that I know I could, and that it'll be worth it, bro. I'm not doing no cash rides for like, hey, dog, down the street $5. Nah, fuck all that, bro.
Right.
Bro, it's too much. It's too much. I had people, bro. I still have people hitting me up. Hey, bro, I need to go to work, bro. Can you give me I'll give you $20. I'm like, no. I'm not no, fuck no. I'm not doing no $20 down the. No, hell no. And then I get there, and you're not ready. Fuck you and your $20. I could, yes. I thanks to my dad for showing me how to hustle from a young age and sling at the flea markets and all that. At a, I could learn how to talk. I could sell myself in a way where
Pause.
I could convert 90% of my riders, bro. But do I want to? Do I feel like I have to? It's not worth it if I'm gonna just like I could tell who's gonna be a no and who's gonna be a yes, and then you tell them, hey, I had some rejection sometimes where they'd be like, hey, this is a business account. I'm like, all right, then cool. You know what I mean? I could do, bro. If I wanted to flip every single ride like my dad flips every fucking ride. Every ride he'll flip them. He hasn't gotten in trouble yet, but he flips a $5 ride to a $200 ride all the time. It's just that I don't do it. I don't know why. I just don't do it. It doesn't. And then over for some bum ass food, bro. Fuck no. I
So it's
don't
not
do it.
worth it. A lot
Yeah,
of
it's
it's
not
not
worth.
worth it.
It's not worth it to the point like I don't need TCP to make money, bro. If I really wanted to, I could flip more shit than I could make private clients like that. But it's not. It's to the point where you get private clients and you're taking them to the fucking grocery store and you're like, man, fuck this shit. Like,
Okay.
I, you know,
All right. Well, anyway, Driven Tony's in the house, founder of 6 Kids. What's going on, Mr. Tony?
founder of Six. Wow,
Yeah, well, it said example, founder of creativity. So I was like, all right, founder of 6 kids.
there you go. Wait, Tony, you have six?
Yeah.
Dang, that's cool. Hey, keeping
He,
old
he's
tradition alive.
he,
I
he,
know some.
he's holding up Elon's promise. Be fruitful and multiply.
There you go.
He's trying to do his part for the birth rate.
Hey,
Yep.
Tony. Hey, Tony.
Trying to balance
I
I,
might
things
go
out.
to.
I don't
Hey,
know. I don't
Tony.
know
I
what
might
you
go
and
to
Steven are
Colorado.
waiting on.
You're coming to Colorado
I might go. Yeah, to
to
Denver.
visit or what?
Yeah, gonna go visit some folks up there, and so one of my homies up there. So I might pull through and see what's up.
Yeah, let me know.
All right. Well, unfortunately, Tony, it's 11 o'clock. But before we get up out of here, how's everything going? How was your week? Anything
uh,
positive coming out?
yeah, well, we did our first trip on Monday, so gonna be
Yes.
starting the editing this weekend.
Okay, we're looking forward to it. We are looking forward to it.
Yeah,
As soon as you get it uploaded, let me know. I'll be sure to spread it across the channels.
for sure. And then I just been spying on Buddha's channel. He's been
I
getting
know, bro.
his
Thank
videos
you.
be getting some good views, man. You
Yes,
stay at it.
sir.
Don't let the naysayers don't let the naysayers drive you in the wrong direction.
No, bro.
Buddha
I
Buddha's
see
going to
your comments,
Colorado
and
to
I'm
watch
like,
Billie
dang,
Eilish for the third
that's what.
time.
What is going, bro? I guess people don't want to experience jack shit. You want to take $3 rides all day, or you want to go to a concert with your lady? You know what I mean? Hey, some people would like to fucking wank it for 30 minutes. That's for you, bro. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with what? I'm not even going there.
There you
Not
go.
touching that. Not
There's a
touching that.
reason why they call you handsome. No, I'm kidding.
All right, but that's
That's
that's the
fine.
main update there, bros. And if it's 11 and it needs to be cut, I'll just hang
Well,
out in a minute.
we're gonna wrap it up. But the real quick, Tony, on the questions because I try to get everybody in here.
Sure.
Um, if you're trying to, let me see if I get this right. Well, first of all, the first one was the hater questions. Damn it, God damn it, this is Thomas's fault.
Thomas, you're a hater.
No, not even close.
Not with that smile.
Get it together,
No.
Tommy.
Okay, have you ever told a friend or a coworker about a new business idea or goal, and their immediate reaction was to make a joke or tell you why it won't work?
Um, Probably. I just don't pay attention to those people.
Okay, that's the right answer. Question number 2. If they say you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, looking at the 5 guys we hang out with the most, if we become the average of them, are we screwed?
Well, I
Shit,
don't
that
think
wasn't
so.
good. Okay, okay.
I don't want to be screwed by that. No,
He said, I don't want to be screwed by them.
I don't know. I consider the content that you listen to or engage in with reading as those individuals as well.
Yes.
And I would have to say, I could probably cut some of that out, but overall, I think I'm on the right trajectory.
Okay. And then the cutoff debate. In order for you to reach the next level, would you cut the dead weight or those that are holding you back?
Yeah, it just depends actually. Um, if they're the people that you talked about in the first section,
Mm-hmm.
yes, because I already do that naturally. Um, so overall, yes, but I can't cut out people blood wise unless, it's unhealthy.
Okay. Well, it's fair enough. It's fair enough. It's hard, man. It's hard to make those decisions, one way or the other.
I
It
think
really
life's
is.
too short to really cut somebody out that is blood to me. Um, I might not spend my time with them as much as possible, but
Well, wouldn't that be considered the same thing? Like if you
no,
spend less time
I'm
with
cutting
somebody.
somebody. If I'm cutting somebody out, they're out. I'm not even engaging with them at all.
Okay. Okay.
But
All right.
prioritizing, I th- I'm an optimist. I think there's always room for somebody to change, and I'm not going to be the one that forces them to. But when they do, I'm not going to have my door closed.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Okay. All right.
But that's the blood part. Like if you're not blood related to me, then you got to prove it to me if I'm going to let you back in.
Fair enough.
You
Fair
get
enough.
extended blood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, somewhere along the line, Tony and Buddha are related, right?
For sure.
Somewhere down the line, me and Tony are related.
Hey, for real.
Well, somewhere down the line, Thomas and I are related.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Me and Thomas could be related. You know what I mean?
No, you're too pale.
Hey,
Okay.
bro. Hey,
No.
bro.
Do you not? Do you
I
At
not
have
see
this, at
people in
Thomas's
this
my
name
point,
this
family
week?
that's Buddha's complexion.
Do you
hey,
not see
bro.
Thomas's name this week? Did you
Hey,
not see
bro.
Thomas's
Look,
name this week?
what does it say? Let's see. Darth. Oh my God, bro.
Darth Vader's
Next
darkest
time
son.
he's gonna be like, bro. Thomas is next week. He's gonna be like under the bed.
Right.
You know
All
what I
right.
mean?
Well, look, I appreciate everybody coming
Darth
in tonight.
Vader's darkest. Oh my God, bro.
What I just told you, bro.
He
You're
just
so
now
slow.
noticed.
He is so
Steven
slow.
saw that off the rip. You should have saw Steven's face.
All right. We're going to wrap this one up tonight. I appreciate everybody showing up in the chat. I know the panel knows this is going to take a while to build again, but I promise you we're going to keep showing up for you guys. But more importantly, we're going to keep showing up for ourselves, right? Buddha made great progress this week. Huge progress this week.
Yeah.
Steven, you said the car's in the shop. That's huge progress this week, right? Tom, you got another interview tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yep.
Huge progress for you this week,
Yep.
right? I got to say something for Melvin. All right, Melvin is in Orlando with his family. They're going through some hard times right now with his dad. So I want just quick prayer up for Melvin and his dad. Melvin, we didn't forget you. Okay. He drove
Prayers
his.
up
He
for
did tell
Melly
me
Mel,
today, though,
man.
but he did tell me he drove his Tesla FSD most of the way,
Yeah.
all the way down. Okay. Tony got that. Him and the wife got that first vacation video done. That is progress this week. They at least recorded it. I just hope that, we don't need no Paris Hilton cuts. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
Okay.
there was
No Paris Hilton cuts.
there was no.
Yeah, that's good enough, Tony. It's good enough. You don't have to explain it. We're good.
We
Okay.
we left the city that we live in and arrived back at the city that we live in the same day.
Yes, sir. Okay. Well, I'm just saying you got 6, buddy. I just don't want to know about 7. Okay. Anyway, moving on there. Monk, I appreciate you joining in tonight. You're welcome here anytime because you bring a little bit of a different situation to the board. You have a company, and then you do rideshare. Whereas, like with
Yes.
Steven and Thomas, they have W-2s, and then they
I
do
do too.
rideshare. Tony has a W-2 and then does rideshare. So, and look, you know what? You see this? What? Oh God!
Woo,
Can't get
look
out
at
of here
this
tonight.
man.
I
Out
can't
there
get out of here
walking.
tonight.
Hey, how's
I
everyone
cannot get out of
doing?
here tonight.
What's going on, brother?
Pascal?
Business owner.
Living
Yeah, business owner, but he doesn't do rideshare no more. Now he's business owner, and he's got a different side gig.
I'm W2 and business owner.
No, 1099. He's
Right?
No, me.
his side gig is 1099, right?
I have
Yes.
an LLC and I work at a W2.
Oh, I'm sorry, Stephen. Forgive me.
Business
Forgive me.
owner. That's right. Yeah.
Okay. You know what though? But you're right. You are a business owner. You are a
CEO.
business. Okay, Pascal, say hello and goodbye because I'm shutting this shit down, bro. I'm tired.
All right. Well, hello and goodbye.
All right. I'm going to tell everybody we'll see you next week. Hang in there. Pick something that you want to do and start it. I know
Amen
Josh
to
wanted
that.
to start doing something with YouTube. There's a couple of people that wanted to get into some stuff. I think Tony wanted to get into some stuff with Amazon. I'm going to try to set. You guys got to let me know when you're available. You guys got to let me know when you're available. Just hit me up on a text message or DM or whatever, and we'll sit down. We'll plan out a class. And you know what? We'll get together. We'll have a YouTube conference, or we'll have an Amazon conference, or something like that. So you guys let me know when you guys want to do that. We'll make that happen. Other than that, peace out to everybody. I hope you have a great, great week. We'll see you next week.